Why are you doing this? Onyeka.
Why are you childish?
I get it from let's go. I want to be with you. Do you know the funniest part about this? I've actually perceived it. He was still
not. You were just looking.
Can I put my hand inside him?
No, my armpit. Why?
Couldn't give you peace.
Hello. I don't force things either. You know, right? Dad, you know.
If you say so.
I know so, and I'm telling you.
No, this is not an obsession, and it is not also being childish. Rather, this is a disease. If Onyeka is pregnant, maybe I will understand that the hormone is tormenting her. Then she's not pregnant, or is she pregnant? Because I don't understand how a normal woman being will insist on smelling someone's poo. She said she has smelled it before, and she wouldn't mind smelling it again. And no matter how Ozee tried to just push Onyeka away, she insisted that she's going to do that. The next thing, she is now demanding for a kiss. While all this were happening, Nelly and Switch found it irritating. Then I was like, is she really okay, or does she need a medical attention? Not be this girl Ozee just told just a few hours ago, please, you are just touching me the way I don't like it. And I have told you this several times. How many times will I tell you that I have a girlfriend outside? Ozee said, how will you now feel if you are just watching another girl just touching your guy the way you have been just touching me? Onyeka was just saying, this word is just too deep. I felt that she's just going to learn and adjust. Few hours later, she is the one still doing the same thing that Ozee has warned her several times to just stop doing. You are wondering what she did that Ozee has warned her not to do. Then watch this particular video to the very end. And before I officially just narrate everything that transpired, let me quickly say welcome back again to my most fabulous, most entertaining, most interesting, and most intriguing channel of mine, if it's Star Wars. And you already know that my only singular and primary obligation is to always entertain and update you guys with non-judgmental, unsentimental, and unbiased analytical analysis of the ongoing Big Brother Naija Season 9 No Lose Guard. And this is your very first time ever of coming across my channel, please smash on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, and also do endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button, and feel free to give this particular video a huge thumbs up and share thoughts in the comment section. The last video I uploaded, I informed you guys that after the return from the early morning exercise, that Ozee was strictly warning Onyeka to mind the way Onyeka has been touching Ozee, because Ozee has a girlfriend outside. Instead of Onyeka to just quote the insult, she was just screaming the word is deep. I felt she's just going to learn her lesson. She did not. While they were just minding their business the whole of the day, and they were just making up, because that was the day that the independence was celebrated. Now, Big Brother has told them to just dress up, of which they all did. Onyeka was doing her primping, Nelly was also doing her primping, and Suj was just minding his business, where Onyeka, Nelly, and Suj were seated at the dressing area. That's the closet. So Ozee was downstairs. Now, Ozee was just feeling a type of way, and he felt that it is time he just used the toilet. Coming upstairs, he now walked past Nelly, Suj, and Onyeka, walking towards the toilet. His mind has already told him that Onyeka is just going to move mad. Then he now entered the toilet, but did not immediately start doing whatever that took him to the toilet. Then Onyeka stood up from where she is doing her primping. Yes, she abandoned her primping and was now tiptoeing towards the toilet. When she now got at the edge of the closet, she just stood there, and she was just listening to see if she can just hear a sound to indicate that Ozee is already doing his business in the toilet. She did not. That was the moment Suj and Nelly were confused, and they were already calling her, Onyeka, what are you doing? Are you okay? What is it now? What are you just peeping? And that was when she now moved, rushing to the toilet. Ozee noticed that she is coming. Ozee now came out from where he was just hiding and was just holding her. And Ozee did everything he can to just tell her to just go, because he just wanted to just do either number 1 or number 2. Onyeka insisted and was just shamelessly there. And Ozee was like, please go now. Onyeka said no. The next thing Onyeka said, that I love the way your poo smell. Yes, I have been smelling your poo. And Ozee was like, he said, yes, there was a day that you were just doing your number number 2 in the toilet and you were excreting. I stood here, I smelled your poo once and I love it. And please, can I just smell it once again? Ozee knew that this is not normal. I expected him to just go and inform Biggie so that medical attention would just be given to Onyeka. But then again, he was just still trying to just convince Onyeka to just leave that place. Onyeka still insisted on just being there because she wants to smell Ozee's poo. She kept on saying more annoying words. Then Ozee was now dragging her out of that toilet passage. She was literally begging Ozee to just kiss her. Ozee ignored, and Ozee led her out of that toilet passage towards the closet. Ozee was now telling Suj, see your friend, she is just being unnecessary childish. I felt that after Ozee dragged Onyeka from that toilet passage and brought her to the closet, that she was just going to understand that this guy does not want you to continue this play. For where, as Ozee was about to also rush back to the toilet, Onyeka ran back again to go and just be there. Then I was wondering, is she really okay? How will she even feel that people are just watching her doing all of this? To her now, she just feel like you are playing. Are you playing to that extent? Like somebody just wanted to do number 2. And you want to follow the person to just go and receive somebody's phone. Like this person has a girlfriend outside. And aside that, you guys are just both besties. Even the person is going to be your husband, or even if it's your siblings. What is that? To me, all I could just say was, now, wow. Then there was a commercial break. After the commercial break, we did not even know what happened next, because you see this character of this season, he would never allow you to just know the ending of any content. Let's assume that something is happening. It's either he will not show you the beginning of that, he will show you from the middle, and he will still not show you the concluding part, or he will show you the beginning and will not avoid you to know the middle. He might just return for you to know the end. There is no way you can follow any happenstance from the inception to the end. I didn't know what eventually happened, whether Onyeka ended up perceiving the poo that she was begging Ozee to just allow her to do. Then after that, of course, they later moved to the arena for them to just do their independent celebration. I have to just fault all their dressing. Yes, they were supposed to just dress in green and white. They did not. The point is that when Big Brother is sending them email on the kind of dressing that they had to just bring into his house during their participation, they always used to also inform them that they had to just bring in their tribals wear, especially the one that they will wear during the independence. Hence, you see the previous seasons looking so good. If you also remember BB Titan, they were told to also bring in their Valentine clothing because they had to celebrate Valentine in Biggie's house. You see, this particular season, most of the things that they do or say makes me to just wonder. They moved to the arena, of course, everybody has known what happened during the independence celebration, and they also now return back to the house. Of course, whatever it is that has been happening between Onyeka and Ozee continued. I was expecting Onyeka to just set a trap for Ozee. Maybe if Ozee fall into it, then you will not remind Ozee, Shebi, you said that I have not been respecting boundaries. And then what is it that you are also doing? Okay, speaking about whatever it is that happened between them in the arena, of course, Ozee sat with Victoria the whole of the celebration. Returning back to the house, the other housemates decided to just play a game. Ozee and Victoria had a lot of conversation among themselves, and Ozee was just trying all he could to possibly just force Victoria to admit maybe they are dating, or maybe that Victoria liked him. But Victoria is just beating Ozee to his game. No matter what Ozee said, of course, Victoria will just quote it and just give him his deserving reply. At a point, while Ozee and Victoria are having that conversation, I think Anita, Suju, Nelly, Wani, and Onyeka were playing a game, and they now dared Onyeka to just go and drag Ozee out of where he is having a conversation with Victoria to just come and grind Ozee. Onyeka went there, approaching Victoria and Ozee. She did not even observe the normal protocol. No, excuse me, she just dragged Ozee to a place where the other people were seated, and she just grinded Ozee. Ozee returning back to where he was having a conversation with Victoria. Ozee was like, if I don't do it now, I will just feel boring. Victoria was like, me, nothing like boring. If I don't want to do what I don't want to do, nobody's just going to force me to do that. Now, Ozee is asking Victoria, do you think that you're the most beautiful girl? Victoria said, no, I don't think so. Now, Ozee is also asking Victoria, who do you think is the most beautiful girl in this house? And Victoria was like, yeah, yes, we have beautiful girls. And Ozee was like, we don't. Can we just speak about that? And Ozee asked Victoria to name them. Victoria now said, Anita is beautiful, Onyeka is beautiful, CHINWE is beautiful. It was just the way Ozee was like, pardon. Victoria was thinking that Ozee is saying pardon because Ozee did not hear Victoria, but rather Ozee is just saying pardon because to him, Victoria is just lying. And Victoria kept on laughing when she also mentioned that NDINNE is also beautiful.
I feel like there are a lot of pretty girls in this season actually.
Pardon?
I feel like there are a lot of pretty girls in this season.
I disagree.
Victoria forgot to make mention that her friend DJ Flo is the most beautiful. Yes, DJ Flo is the most beautiful. Just that she's not just being that girly and she barely spent her time among girls. Anyway, Victoria mentioned that Cassia, her friend, is beautiful, NDINNE is beautiful, CHINWE and Onyeka is. Then Victoria asked Ozee to just mention his top 3 beautiful girls in the house. He now said NDINNE. He also mentioned Victoria. And Victoria please was like, no, you don't just have to involve me because I felt that you might just be lying to me. And he now finally mentioned Anita. People said it was Onyeka. He did not mention Onyeka. He said Anita. And Victoria was like, why did it take you too long for you to just mention the name of the third person? In all of that, a conversation that just happened between them, all Ozee was trying to do was just to force out the word, I like you, or maybe we are friends, from Victoria's mouth. But Victoria has been consistently careful. Later, even when Victoria went upstairs for her to just change her clothes and have a bath, she later came downstairs, and that was when Victoria and Ozee had a conversation at house with Ozee, praising Victoria for just cooking a very beautiful yam porridge, and also saying that he wouldn't mind now coming to Victoria's house, and if he will just drive by, that Victoria is just going to cook for him. And Victoria just informed him, oh, I am not your chef, I am not going to cook because I don't like cooking, but if you want, I wouldn't mind just ordering from several restaurants for you. In all of these conversations, no matter what Ozee is just trying to just establish maybe a relationship between him and Victoria, Victoria was also directly, if not indirectly, insisting that they are just mere friends. They are not even bestie, just like Onyeka and Ozee is. And guess what? Victoria spent most of his day with Ozee. Onyeka wasn't even having it. Even when they were in the arena, Onyeka was expecting that she's going to just sit with Ozee. Ozee blanked Onyeka and went to start with Victoria. So when Ozee and Victoria went upstairs and Ozee was able to just convince Victoria to just go to bed, he now decided to just come downstairs to join Onyeka. Onyeka was so angry because Ozee did not just give her time, and she even went to cook Indomie. Now, while she was eating that Indomie and was just speaking to herself like a mad woman, of course, Ozee came downstairs to just join Onyeka. That was the moment Onyeka just told Ozee angrily that she just wanted to pray, that Ozee should just go upstairs, that she does not want to speak to Ozee. Ozee just looked at her, understanding that Onyeka is angry because he spent most of his time with Victoria, decided to just go upstairs. And Onyeka, after done eating, decided to just do this. Yes, this is the way she chose to just pray. She kept on hailing herself, calling herself biggest to, saying that she's the best director. Oh, Kemi Adetiba, Funka Akindele, I see you. Netflix awaits you. Oh well, that was what happened, and there was a lighthouse, and following morning everything has been happening, of which I have already said in my other video. Like I will always say, the show has come to an end now. I am not even anticipating any further content, rather their media rants. This is the moment they are just going to tell us all. I doubt if I can, but let's assume I can. I wouldn't mind also updating you guys with whatsoever it is that is going to happen during the media rounds of Ozee, Victoria and Onyeka. Good news is that the three of them is going to do their media rounds together. If I can, I'm certainly going to just update you guys. If not, why not? I might not stay your favorite entertainer with continuous entertaining entertainment, saying if a man tells you to just respect boundaries, please do respect boundaries. And if he wants you and also decided to just cross that boundaries that he is insisting that you are not respecting, be the one to retaliate by also informing him that you are not respecting the boundaries. I am not picking an offense if a man and a woman decided to just be besties, but respect boundaries. And if it is possible, you, the woman, should be the one insisting that the guy must respect boundaries. Don't just wait for a man to tell you to just respect boundaries. To me, that is embarrassing.